Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a reading for the month of May as we move into the month of May in this week. And this is going to be a twin flame reading for the divine masculine, feminine, and the journey of what can you expect in the month of May. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculines for the month of May? Thank you, angels. Okay. Okay, so they could be focused on abundance. They could be focused on, I feel the divine masculine could be watching the divine feminine very closely, knowing that the divine feminine is the right choice, or rather the right person for the divine masculine. Okay. And they could be secretly watching you. I feel this is about the divine masculine secretly watching the divine feminine in the month of May, keeping an eye on the divine feminine, but also healing from that as well. I do see a lot of healing here for the divine masculine. It could be also that the divine masculine is obviously strategizing on how to move forward with the divine feminine as well, and doing so secretly without the divine feminine's knowledge. They do see the divine feminine as a wise investment, and don't take it don't get triggered by that. It's almost a case of, I want to offer something to the divine feminine because she is worthy. She's everything when I say she, I'm referring to the feminine energy again, not the gender, but the divine masculine sees the divine feminine as everything they've wanted always, and wants to offer something to the divine feminine, but is secretly strategizing and watching the divine feminine secretly. It could even be that the divine masculine has been deceptive in the past, and obviously, has been quite strategic in the past, but that's obviously fear-based. They were in fear when they were, if they were deceptive in the past. This is not who they truly are. This is fear-based energy in fear of being hurt, abandoned, judged, fear of being not accepted, and this is the thing these are the things that the divine masculine is learning. And they are now seeing, I feel, they're seeing the truth of the situation as well. They're seeing things clearly about the fact that deception is not the way to go as well. This is also about the fact that the divine masculine is also strategizing secretly or deceptively, or strategizing in some way or the other in order to secure their finances and a solid foundation for the future as well, with the divine feminine wanting to be financially stable and secure, and obviously choosing and making decisions carefully and strategizing around that. So let's get further clarity. Thank you, angels. What else do we need to know about the divine masculines for the month of May? Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's what I was connecting with here as well. Okay, so I do feel that the divine masculine has been, they could have been arrogant or smug or cocky in the past. Okay, could have been full of themselves in the past. Okay, a lot of ego and pride, and these are the lessons that they're learning right now. They've learned the lesson of that's not the way to go. Similarly to what I've said here, that this is not the way to go, which is to be deceptive. And this is what they're learning and healing right now, is what I'm connecting here also with this, with the green energy here. This is what I'm connecting with here, that in order to be able to be worthy of the divine feminine, and obviously both counterparts giving equally to each other, you've got to let go of deception and see things more clearly through the eyes of love and healing and nurturing, which is what I'm connecting with here. So the divine masculines definitely learning, or they are gaining an understanding of the behavior of the past, and definitely have learned those lessons, is what I'm connecting with here, because we've also got you an understanding. So they definitely have grown wiser. So for the month of May, there's going to be a deeper understanding, comprehension, awareness about the past and behaviors, and that's not the way to go. and understand the reasons behind it as well. Because what I'm also connecting with here is that any deception energy that has happened between the divine masculine and feminine has obviously led to them learning and growing to become, wiser as well for each other. Because the divine masculine is teaching the divine feminine to stand in her power and love herself, and the divine feminine is doing the same to the divine masculine. So this is a realization is what I'm connecting with here. Okay, so this is for the month of May. I just want to bring in this deck here. Thank you, angels. What else do we need to know about the month of May for the divine masculines? There's a lot of thinking happening in the month of May as well for the divine masculines. They could be doing a lot of thinking. And I feel that thinking is definitely about the lessons and the past and the epiphanies and understanding about it and looking deeper at themselves, okay? And they've been doing this for a while, but obviously this, like I said, this is an incremental or spiral process. There's layers of this to heal and release, okay? And they could definitely be going through solar plexus chakra healing and activation. And this is about following their gut, but also gaining the necessary confidence. And, I'm also connecting with the heart chakra here as well. So there could definitely be a heart healing taking place, even though this is actually about the solar plexus. So this is definitely about them gaining the necessary confidence on how to move forward to the divine feminine, which is also what I connected with initially about strategizing to offer the divine feminine something in the month of May. So they're thinking about how to come forward and gaining the confidence to take that risk with the divine feminine, learning the lessons of the past, having a deep understanding of overcoming those lessons and learning from it and never repeating that again, in order to have something solid with the divine feminine for the future. What else do we need to know about the divine masculines for the month of May? Thank you, angels. Yeah, because they want obviously pleasure. They want they want pleasure with the divine feminine. They want a pathway that is going to be pleasant, joyful, filled with happiness. A doorway to happiness is what I'm connecting with here. Where there's peace, and love and light and serenity and abundance and a very, very positive outcome, obviously, like a gateway to something wonderful is what I'm connecting with there. So obviously this is what the divine masculine is seeking, wanting pleasure and a happy ever after with the divine feminine. And this is what they're thinking about and strategizing to come forward to offer something to the divine feminine, gaining the confidence to do so. Okay, so that's the energy of the divine masculine for the month of May. So let's see what's happening with the divine feminine for the month of May. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine feminine for the month of May? Okay, so yeah, so there could be delays in a reunion. Okay, for some of you, you might come into reunion, but for some of you, there might be delays. So it's definitely a lot of reminiscing and thinking about the past, a lot of memories that you've shared together that you're thinking about and wanting to reconcile and come back together. There's definitely a transition taking place with the divine feminine. Okay, so this could be a rebirth. And this could obviously happen also starting with the full moon on the 1st of May. Okay, this could very well be that the divine feminine could be going through a transition, a rebirth energy in the month of May, which is again about releasing some aspects of the past or transitioning into a new energy frequency as well, in order to shed aspects of the divine feminine that no longer resonates. And we've got your healing and recovery. So definitely this is about healing and recovering from maybe past experiences as well, is what I'm connecting with here. Transitioning from past experiences to be able to bring a healing and recovery, letting go of something that has happened in the past to be able to heal and recover through a transformation. So you're going to be going, so you as a divine feminine, if you're a divine feminine watching, are going to be going through healing and recovery in the month of May, okay? What else do you need to know? Yeah, so obviously somebody could be watching you, okay? You're obviously going to be quite independent. You are independent as a divine feminine. Wow, we got your twin flame. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, so definitely you could be watching what's happening around you. You could be very observant and silent, but I feel this is more about your twin watching you. Your twin could be watching you in the month of May, observing you, watching you secretly, okay? And as I picked up, earlier with the divine masculine reading, and also obviously gaining their independence as well, and they know you independent as divine feminine. And we've got your twin flame. Definitely, I feel this is your twin flame watching you, your divine counterpart watching you closely and learning and observing and surveying or being vigilant about the situation, circumstances. I also feel this is about knowing when to take action, because we've got the action card here as well. So I feel this is about the divine masculine observing the divine feminine and being cautious and careful. And I feel this is related to divine timing as well, as to when to actually take that risk and move forward, when to come forward and take action. So it could be that for some of you, your divine masculine could actually very well come forward in the month of May and take action to reconcile and reunite. This could even be that for some of you, you would come into reunion, you would receive communication or contact, or you would meet up. And this would lead to a change and transition in your journey together, which brings a healing and recovery in your connection between you and your twin as well. That's another message I'm connecting with here, that you could actually, go through your reunion with your twin could lead to a transition where you both heal and recover from it. So that's for some of you. For some of you, your twin could still be watching you and just getting ready to take action. And for some of you, there could be delays in reunion, because obviously there's still a transition taking place with the divine feminine to bring about a healing and recovery for the divine feminine, because the divine feminine is still releasing something from the past. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. What I'm connecting with here for the collective is that there would be a lot of reminiscing of the past. Definitely both twins wanting to come back together. I feel the divine masculine is definitely preparing to come forward. There's a transition taking place with the divine feminine in the month of May to bring about a healing and recovery. A lot of reflection as well. But I feel that your divine masculine is observing when to take action at the right time. That's what I'm connecting with here for the month of May. Okay. So what else do we need to know? Oh, I should not have done that. I wanted to actually bring in these cards for the divine feminine. Thank you, angels, for the month of May. Okay, so wow, okay. So the divine feminine, you could be feeling very anxious in the month of May, and I feel like you could be tested in the month of May of your faith and belief and perseverance in this connection with your twin, okay? Because it could very well be, like I said initially, this card came out in reverse. I felt that there could very well be delays in reunion, okay? But there's definitely a preparation for it. And this may not resonate with every single twin flame, because some of you, your divine masculine could very well just reach out to you, okay? But this is a collective reading. So for many of you, you could be feeling anxious about your connection because you've been guided to be more patient, and maybe your patience is running out, or you're feeling like, not that patience is running out, but you feel like time may be going and elapsing, and you worrying, it's bringing an anxiety feeling for you, divine feminine. But this is opening the door to value. So I feel what the angels are saying here is that you need to relax. Your patience will be rewarded, okay? Your patience will be rewarded because your patience is going to open door to value. And value is not just about money only. It's definitely about everything you want. It's abundance, finance, your love life, your true love, which is your divine masculine, and everything you want. So your patience will be rewarded. And let go of worry and anxiety, because your divine masculine is preparing to come forward, and just, being cautious about when to do so and what to do when. I feel the divine masculine is being strategic in what action to take, and sort of like, sussing out the whole situation in their life, and the divine, where the divine feminine's at, and they're watching the divine feminine as well. That's what I'm connecting with here. And you as a divine feminine still healing and recovering, letting go of aspects of the past. And that's what's the energy for the divine feminine in the month of May. Just want to get one last card for the divine feminine. Thank you, angels, for the month of May. Yeah, there could very well be a standstill, but a standstill that would lead to happiness. Wow. Okay, so there could still be delays, okay? There could very well be delays where you're feeling stuck. And I feel this is what the angels are saying here. As a divine feminine, you could be feeling like your journey's not moving forward in the month of May. This could be making you feel like, stressed out, worry, anxiety. You could be missing your twin because you've been guided to be patient for a little longer. And that's going to be the standstill energy. So you're going to possibly feel like things are stuck and things are not moving forward, and there's a stagnant energy, but it's going to lead to happiness. Okay, so it could very well be in the same month that this could be the beginning of the month, or the first half of the month things may feel like a standstill, and the second half could be, where things turn around and your divine masculine takes action and happiness comes in. Or it could even be that this is for the whole of the month of May, because after May, things are going to move forward where you're going to feel happy. There's happiness coming in, and joy and warmth, and a reason to celebrate is what I'm connecting with here, which is this door to value, okay? So it is a matter of timing, and everyone's timing is different. But the ultimate thing you need to know is that your patience will be rewarded. And if you are worried about things not moving forward with your twin, surrender and let go, and trust that everything is happening as it's meant to, and your divine masculine is definitely planning on how to come forward. They have not forgotten about you, and they never will. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading for the month of May, and hope to see you soon. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Namaste. Bye.